Welcome back to the Body Pod. We're so excited to be doing a Life in Five. I feel like it's been a minute, don't you think, Haley?
It's been a minute, and a lot has happened.
I know this is why it's been a minute, is because Haley's been all over the globe
Oh,
and there's been a million things going on in our lives. So, Haley, why
yeah.
don't you tell us, first of all, are you over the jet lag?
Oh, I'm over the jet lag, but I'm leaving tomorrow to go on a cruise to get more jet lag in all different time zones. So I'm
Where
really
are you
just
going to again?
I don't even know. Let me tell you how I travel. This is from my son's senior trip, and everyone's like, "So where are you going? What stops?" I'm like, "I don't know. I literally follow the crowd. I'm gonna follow my sister and, like, all of their friends that are going. I just tell me where to show up and what way, and then I just don't care about anything else." I've been in full on fat loss happens selling mode and, like, getting this course up, so I could care less about
I know, I was gonna say, I feel like you're in the fat loss bubble, which, by the way, I'm so excited about. So, is there still only 10 spots left?
Oh, there's 3 as of right now. So,
Okay,
I mean, it always sells out, and
at
that
least
I
a
opened
fair
up
amount. Oh,
yeah, I opened up 10 more spots because the wait list was so big, but it's gonna be a good group. So, I leave tomorrow, I have my first fat loss happen Zoom, well, an hour before I have to leave. So, pack it up, pack it in, have clients in the morning. I mean, it's a disaster, but
and you do know you have the right time for your flight, like, you're for sure gonna make it.
okay, so, y the let
Haley
me
and I are both famous for this, of not making our flights and getting the time.
It's so bad. So, I wasn't gonna tell anybody this. I actually didn't tell Stacy Sims, who I went to see in New Zealand, or Tony in Australia. I told them that they canceled the flight. I missed it. Not because I wasn't there 5 hours early, but because I didn't know I had to have a passport. Carl would die because he made me sign the visa last year and download that app. You guys, I just didn't know, and it expired. And I went to get on the plane and they're like, "You have to have a visa." And I was filling out I don't even know what I was writing. I was, like, so hurried and, like, I was crying, I was yelling at the lady. Well,
You
not
missed
really, like
it.
and the lady's like, "It's not my fault. You need to calm down." And I mean, I was like, "I have to get there. I have to get there." So I missed my flight, ended up the next day, they're like, "We'll put you on a flight the next day." And I said, "Well, that's gonna do no good to get me to Sydney because then literally an hour later, I'll just have to turn around and fly to Auckland because I was gonna go spend time with Stacy." So I had to reroute from LA and just fly right to Auckland. I had 8 hours to kill, and I've never met Stacy in person. We've only done Instagram Lives, and I was staying at her house, and so I didn't wanna call or message and be like, "Is it cool if I, show up 8 hours early?" So I full on just had Steve rent me a Marriott. I'm like, I just went and slept for 5 hours and then went back to the airport and got on because I could not deal, but
Uh,
oh, so Steve is actually my travel agent now. He's like, "You're fired from everything." I'm like, "Good. I
Good.
seriously can't
Take
handle."
the reins, Steve. Take the reins. He should have done
So,
it years ago,
yeah.
honestly.
I mean, you guys all know, anybody that's followed me on Instagram knows that I'm Haley and the traveling details. It's just like a block in my brain. I can't get over it. But
I
I'll give
love.
you a quick rundown and then you can have your rundown. So,
Yeah, we want to know about Australia and Sydney. Sorry, New Zealand and Sydney. But I just want to know: were you nervous when you first met Stacey?
oh,
Because
totally.
like you know her, but then you don't know him. So then when you see him in person, and you
Yes.
look up to her. Tell me everything. What were you wearing?
Yes.
Why were you so
You guys,
nervous?
I was like, okay, it's so nice of her to invite me into her home. Like, we've done 3 Instagram lives together. That's
Seriously.
it. And she's like, "Oh, no, you're staying with me." And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous." I was like trying to, get something out of her of like, "What do you want from the US?" She was giving me no bites. So I just had to like bring some gifts that I thought that they would like. I mean, anyways,
Haley
I
is the best gift giver, FYI, and so thoughtful. So of course you showed up with all these gifts.
Like, she picked me up at the airport, and it was like best friends, 2 peas in a pod, and
No. Did you
oh,
hug and then it was, like, nonstop talking like us
oh,
or what?
yeah, just, like, so comfortable, just, like, so comfortable, like, I got up and she was gone in the morning, like, swimming in the ocean, you know?
So
I was
she
like
knows you're not needing
yeah,
babysitting,
I
that's
was like,
so
"I'm
great.
all good," like, I'll just make my protein shake, and then we got to work, she took me to work out twice, we wrote the program, we filmed some stuff, and then I literally flew out, but it was so incredible. It was just like the perfect match made in heaven. And I fell even more in love with her when we were at lunch and I was like, "You're gonna be so disgusted, but I have to get a Diet Coke." She's like, "Oh, I'm getting one too." I was like, "Yes."
Stop it.
So that was our bonding moment. But then I flew to Sydney, filmed a whole day for the Learn to Lift Part 2 course, and then went up with Tony to see his family, did a bike ride, did some podcasts there, got to meet, his girls and everything. And then it was like a whirlwind trip. And then literally came back and flew out. I mean, Nutsorama times 10, but Hailey likes to just pack it up, pack it in. So you tell me what's been happening in your neck of the woods. I mean, you're holding baby Clo right now. So
I know.
welcome,
I know.
Chloe, to the podcast.
Well, what's so
Glad
funny
to
is
have you back.
I'm usually the one that's one thing that's so different in my life. I'm the one that's, like, trotting the globe, hopping on a
Yes.
plane every second. I do have to say I did talk to Jeanette a couple of days, another mutual friend of ours, and I was like, "I'm gonna go to LA for 24 to 48 hours if you wanna come," come because she rolls like us, just hops
Yeah.
on the plane. I wanna do s the facial treatment with Jennifer.
Yes, the seaweed.
You
Mhm.
know, the ultrasonic oh my gosh, can you believe I forgot the name of it? But
Oh, I wanna do it too. Whatever it is, I'm sold. Let's do
all
it.
the rage in LA because I've
Mhm.
been talking to the friends ever since our podcast with Jennifer. So, anyway, I just was like, I just should go to Barry's, go to a couple workout classes, see the
Mhm.
sun because I'm used to doing what you're doing, like hopping
Yeah.
on the planes, going everywhere at all times.
Welcome to
So, I know. But I'm like, what are the main things? I feel like I've been really trying to focus on, which this sounds really boring. Um, I've been really trying to focus on embracing the changes that
Mhm.
have like
New
my
phase of
life right
life.
now. Yeah, new phase of life and enjoying every minute, but also making sure that I anchor myself in feeling like who I am
Mm,
and working is one of the main things that is anchoring me and this podcast and doing that because I think doing anything that is new that you feel like you learn things about yourself and that are fun and exciting and make you feel alive are really important. So I've been so grateful for the body pod and just all the positive feedback that we've heard from people. So thank you
yes, we love
everyone.
you. Leave us some reviews. 5
Yes.
star, please.
Reviews.
Hint, hint.
Yeah. And I used to wake up and have a very strict morning routine. In fact, I asked Haley a few weeks ago, I was like, "What's your morning routine?"
And
Because
I said, "Yes."
I she's like, "Well, let me tell you." So, but I had a very specific it wasn't long and elaborate, but I felt like it was really essential and crucial for me. And
Yes.
so I've been really trying to embrace what's happening, but also structuring my days where I make sure to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And one of those being just being flexible and um, authentic and present with my baby and with the people in my life. But it is funny how anchoring myself has been one of the biggest things that I've been focusing on of just what I wanna do and work and just it makes me be a better mom, and honestly, I just feel like I want her to be proud of me, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess I just Hailey and I have this in common. We really, really, really respect work ethic.
Yes.
And we've talked about this actually since we met in college, like we're 21.
Mhm.
And just showing up, doing whatever you have to do and making it happen. And I want my kids or baby, you might be the only one, which is okay. But I but I want there's something about no matter what, like being hungry and working hard and showing up and giving it all you've got. And I don't know, it's funny. I want to still do it now almost even more than ever. So I'm trying to um work on time blocking, navigating my life in this moment. So anyone out there who
Yeah,
can fills me, I'm sure you guys like people out there know, from, you're on the other end of it. But uh,
yeah.
anyway, it's been great. But I'm super excited for the fat loss course because my workout programs have gone
Mm,
to the sidelines, but that's not what's happening anymore. And I've never wanted to feel strong and healthy more than ever too. So
it's game on. If your ship doesn't come in,
swim out to it, which is one of our favorites. So I haven't been trotting the globe, but I definitely feel like we packed a lot into January, which makes me super excited. And
yeah.
yeah. So I can't
Oh,
wait to hear about the cruise with the
so fun.
teenager. Well, the 18, 16, 17,
He's a
17.
17-year-old, but, like, there's 12 of them and all the parents, and then it's just me. So, and I have to, take the second fat loss happens Zoom on the boat, and
I was just gonna say,
okay,
are you gonna do one on the boat?
Elon Musk better not let me down because I paid $300 for the Starlight package on this cruise, and it that or Starlink or whatever the hell it's called. I just am like, "This has gotta work."
For
I mean,
the
10
Wi-Fi, right?
Yes, I've
Okay.
10 years just, like, stressing out, "What if this doesn't work?" So we're gonna hope that it does, but can't wait to share everything, and thanks so much for joining us for our Life in 5.
Yes. Thanks so much, guys.
And we'll be in touch.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving us a 5-star rating and sharing the Body Pod with your friends.
Until next time.